Charlie.
Hello everyone, it's your boy Universal Soldier, and today I want to talk about some of my best experiences.
Securing D.
Best experience number one. We didn't have nothing to eat in the house, and my mom took me to the store. I was gonna buy something to eat,
Waiting for your mark.
and like an idiot, I forgot my wallet. So we go back to the house, get my wallet, and we go back to the store. And when I get into the store,
Friendly napalm strike
guess
on the way.
what rapper I meet?
D secure.
Give me 5 seconds.
Losing Charlie.
This rapper was the greatest rapper of his time. All right? He was that day's Jay-Z. I met Big Daddy Kane. Big Daddy Kane. And I'm an aspiring artist too. You know what I'm saying? Up and coming. And
Fly planes in the air.
so I was like, oh snap, you Big Daddy Kane. Nobody else in the store recognized him, didn't know who he was. I was like, oh snap, you the Big Daddy Kane. He was like, yeah, I'm Big Daddy Kane. And there was a cop who was watching us. And I was like, can you take a picture? And she was like, yeah. So she took our picture. I put that thing on Facebook. I came home. I showed all my friends. They were like, you lying, you lying. And then, bam, they saw the picture. I was like, damn, you took a picture with Big Daddy Kane. That's my all-time favorite, number one. Number two,
Friendly napalm strike on the way.
I just left a group home.
Our fly planes
Oh.
in the air.
I left a group home in Fayetteville, and I came back home in Raleigh. And there was a bad MILF that stayed on the right of us,
Losing A.
on the right of the apartments of us, and her brother stayed on the left. So we were in the middle, right between both of them. And so I'm just coming home, and every time
Friendly napalm strike on the way.
every time I get out of the door or open the door to leave, she opens the door. I was like, okay, maybe it's coincidence. So one day we didn't have nothing to eat in the house again, and I'd go next door and ask her, can I get some bread? And she was like, I ain't got no bread, but she directed me to her brother's house and they gave me some bread. In those hard times, y'all know how that is. So 2-3 days passed by,
Fly plane inbound.
and then she comes to my house asking for some bread. I was like, we ain't got no bread. And then that's when she said it. She said those words. Do you want to play? Now, I didn't take a second to think. Like, wow, are you serious? This is really happening? I said, hell yeah, as quick as possible. So we went to her house, her apartment, and I sat on a nice, soft sofa. And she asked me a couple questions. You got a girlfriend? I was like, nah. How old are you? I was like, I'm 17. And she told me she was 32, separated, had 2 kids. And before you know it, we went to her room, that big soft bed, and I killed the JJ for 4 hours. Cause she knocked on my door at we'll say 5:30, and my mom gets home from school at 9:45. So she'll my mom will come home and start knocking the door on 9:45. So that's 4 hours and 15 minutes. Man, that JJ was wetter than a rainstorm. Oh, best. And that's not even the icing on the cake. The next day she comes by tomorrow. No, the next day I go over there, right? And she putting on when we in the back room, she putting on the slow jams. Man, I killed it again. And it was wetter than a rainstorm times 2. One of the best experiences of my life. I will never forget that. The lady next door. Yeah, but number 3. One day,
Friendly spy
I
plane
was
inbound.
walking in the fair. This was like what? I'd say 08, I think it was 08. We was walking in the fair, and I had blew all my money on those fucking games which you can never fucking win. And I was walking with my boy, his girl, his boy, and his girl. So I was the loner. And then we went on a couple of rides, and I could barely get on one ride because at the time, I was a hefty 280 pounds. Right now I'm at 235, built like a tank. But that day, some person dropped $200 on the ground. $200. And I I knew that was from God. 'Cause I spent every last 200 that fucking money at the fucking fair, and I left with $0. Yeah, it was a good day and bad day. But that's some stories I wanted to share with y'all. You know, you never know in life. You never know what's gonna happen. You know, you never know what events might take place. Like with the lady next door, for example. I didn't know that was gonna happen. I mean, I knew she liked me and everything, but I didn't know she was gonna, you know, come to my house and say, "You want to play?" I was totally shocked on that shit. But hey, if I didn't go to her house and ask for some bread, that would never happen. You see what I'm saying? So, and what I'm trying to say is, in some things you got to take the initiative. Say if a girl, you know, you like this girl, and you know every once in a while you catch her looking at you. You gotta take the initiative. Like when I'm about to talk to a girl in the mall, I'll be like, "How you doing, beautiful?" I'll say a joke, not no corny joke like, "Why did the chicken cross the road?" You know what I'm saying? No corny joke. You gotta come smooth, especially if she bad. You gotta come smooth. So yeah, I'll say, "How you doing? My name is Ruben." Blah 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 blah. And before you know it, she laughing. You gotta laugh, and you're like, "Oh, he's funny. He's good looking and he's funny." So, and then I ask for a number, and 70% of the time I get the number. 30% of the time they be like, "I got a boyfriend," and hey, that's cool. But every time I ask, I get better and better. My jokes get better and better. And every time I ask, I'm more likely to get the number. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta be the aggressor. They're out there. You know what I'm saying? If you want that bad girl, you gotta be aggressive. But yeah, man. Talking NukeTown, working bombs. Just want to talk to y'all guys out there. You know, give you some tips. You know, cause you never know what's gonna happen. You know, you never know what girl's gonna come to your door, or when you're gonna find money on the ground, or what superstar or star you're gonna meet in the store. Can't believe I met him in the food line, but it's all good. You know, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hating on that. You know what I'm saying? I love it that I met him. You know, because at the time I was about to quit rap. I bought all this recording studio stuff, and I was about to give up. But yeah, it's your boy Universal Soldier. You got to hear some of my most secretive experiences, especially with the lady next door. Not a lot of people know that. It's your boy Universal Soldier. Subscribe and have a nice day.
Losing B. Napalm strike awaiting orders. Enemy spy plane above.